In today's video, we are checking out the M3, a completely autonomous robot vacuum combo from our friends over at Lefant. Thank you, Lefant, for sending this over in exchange for my review. The Lefant M3 features 12,000 Pascal suction power with smart auto-adjust deep clean technology, 200 RPM dual spinning mops with auto wash and dry technology, pet-friendly anti-tangle V-shaped brush system, a hands-free, all-in-one, self-emptying base station with hot water mop cleaning and air drying, with up to 2 months use before needing checked. The M3 features a slim, low-profile design with FreeMove Tech Obstacle Avoidance technology. Smart carpet protection automatically lifts the dual mop heads up 9 millimeters for carpet clearance. This is a clutch feature for fully autonomous cleaning. Precision LiDAR system utilizing 9 position-sensitive detector sensors for obstacle avoidance that supports homes with up to 3 floor levels. Instant smart connection via Bluetooth 5 and Wi-Fi connectivity. Smart no-go zones. Room-by-room customization. 220-minute runtime with smart cleaning resume. Please check the links down below for the latest prices on the M3. Currently for the holidays, you can find the M3 for just under $300. For an all-in-one system of this caliber, that is a ridiculously low price. Let's take a look at everything you get included with the Lefant M3. All right, here's the box that the M3 ships in. And then up top, we get a quick use guide, which gets us everything we need to get started, along with our accessory box, our cleaning solution for the mop, our complete user guide, our M3 cleaning brushes, 2 mop heads with pre-installed mop pads, 2 side brushes, one for the M3 and one extra, 2 additional mop pads so you always have a clean pair, an extra HEPA filter, one's already pre-installed in the unit, and of course the power cable. And here's the all-in-one base station, along with the M3 itself. Setting up the M3 for the first time is super easy. We start by lifting off the clean water tank, pouring in our mop head solution, and then we're going to add fresh water to our clean water tank, and then return it to the all-in-one base station, and you're all set. Now let's go ahead and take a more detailed look at the M3 base station. So what we have up top here is our clean water tank, followed by our dirty water tank. You're going to get about 6 to 8 weeks of runtime before you have to worry about this stuff at all. I would say when you first get the unit, do check on it periodically because your results may vary depending on the size of your home as well as the cleanliness of your home, also as well as how often you choose to clean. In addition to that, we have this magnetic front holder here. This is going to be for your filter. Now, you already have one that comes pre-installed, and there's going to be another one in the box. Then to remove this, you just have this cardboard clip right here, and this whole assembly comes right out. We'll go ahead and put this back on real quick. And once we take the M3 out of the docking station here, or the base station I should say, on each side there's going to be these little button clips right here on each side. And you can push these, and what that's going to allow you to do is take out the whole bottom assembly, and you can see mine is quite dirty. I've been doing a lot of testing with the M3, but what this lets you do is take this out to your sink and do a quick rinse, put it back in, and you're good to go. And again, you're only going to have to do this, I don't know, check on it like once a month or so at first. It's not something you have to do often, but it is really nice that you don't have to, handle the entire base station itself. You can just take this back out and put it back in when you're done. One of the cool features of the M3 is its extremely low height. At just 3.8 inches, it's able to get under cabinetry quite easily, and this helps ensure a thorough cleaning. Another cool feature is the 190 degrees obstacle avoidance. This is going to allow it to move around chairs and other obstacles with ease, and we have a total of 9 positioning sensors on the M3. The M3 also features auto-lifting mop heads, which raise the heads 9 millimeters up. This ensures that the mop heads don't drag along on your carpet and are only used for what they're intended for. All right, now we're going to do a pickup test of some multigrain Cheerios here. I went ahead and enabled the spot cleaning feature of the M3, and I'll show you how to do that when we do the app walkthrough here in a little bit. So we're just waiting for it to come around the corner here. All right, here comes the M3. So it's just going to go around in this general area here. right, picked up quite a few there. Looks like it got it all, but it's gonna make a few more passes just to make sure it's thorough. Yeah, it does a great job. The M3 excels at cleaning due to its design. If we flip the unit over real quick, let's go ahead and take a look. You'll see here that we have a V-shaped brush design. This is great for pet hairs, long human hairs. This is the preferred brush design if you have pets in your homes. You also notice we have an extra long corner sweeper brush, as well as 2 individually spinning mop heads. These mop heads spin at 200 revolutions per minute. And just like with everything else on the M3, when you remove the mop heads,
mop removed.
And when you attach the mop heads,
mop installed,
you will get a verbal notification of what was done. This happens across the board on the M3. Anything you do at the base station or the robot vacuum itself, you will get voice notifications, so you always know what's going on. Now let's take a look at the Lefant app for the M3. So the way to get the app is to go ahead and scan the QR code in the Quick Start Guide with your iOS or Android device. And the first time the app loads, it's going to prompt you for your wireless network, and it's also going to prompt you to do your first scan. However, there's a setting you want to adjust before you do that. I'll walk you through that in just a moment. So once you do that, you're going to be set up here on the main page. So up here to the top, I have home. And what this is my single story home, so I only have 1 map set up on mine. The M3 supports up to 3. So if you have 3 stories in your home, this is where you would go to switch between them. Next, we have this icon right here. So this is my favorite part of the entire application. And what this is a built-in AI assistant. And this thing is really, really good at knowing everything about the M3, your base station, how to set up schedules, maintenance, anything like that. You just provide your query here to the prompt and it'll get you what you need. Let me show you an example. How do I adjust the suction power on my M3? All right, we'll go ahead and send the query along. And as you can see here, it's given a full listing of what to do with the M3 in order to adjust our suction power. And you can basically ask this AI assistant everything, how to set up schedules, how to adjust the water temperature on the mop, anything. Just think of it, ask the AI assistant, and it's going to give you an answer. This thing works fantastic. Next we have the ability to add a device. We have some stats on our charging. Over here, we're going to have past cleanings where we can get full details about cleanings that we've done in our home. And I'll go ahead and back out of this twice. We have the ability to set up schedules. So we can customize our schedule, what type of tasks we want completed, and what parts of our map we want the schedule to take effect. We can start a basic cleaning, send it back for a recharge. We have important system messages down here at the bottom, and we can also manage our profile down here on the bottom, which also gives us access to an electronic version of the full user guide. With that out of the way, we'll press enter. And what this is going to do is take us into our settings and our map view. This is basically the main page for cleaning. So the first time you come to this page, it's going to be empty and it's going to prompt you to go ahead and map your home. And what that's going to do is it's just going to go around and map it without cleaning. But before you do that, you want to go up here to the settings cogwheel. You want to go to map management. And then you want to make sure map saving is turned on. When I got my M3, this was turned off. And what happens is if you leave this setting turned off, it'll finish mapping and you're going to get a screen that looks like this. I'll put it up on screen. And it's going to be all a single color, and it's not going to partition your zones, and it won't save that map. So the next time you go to clean, it's going to overwrite it. However, if you turn on map saving, once it's finished with your map, it's going to set up all the zones and it'll save that map. And if you have more than one floor, this is where you go to add additional maps. You'll put your M3 on the 2nd floor and create a new map, and it'll start mapping. And then you'll put it up on your 3rd floor, your basement, whatever you have in your home. You'll create a new map, and then it's going to map that floor as well. And then like we showed here at the start, if we go back to the main screen, we would switch between those maps right here. So let me go back into the map view again. So once we're here, we can do a full home cleaning. We can do a zone cleaning where we pick different zones and choose to just clean those. And then we have this zone drawing icon. So what we can do is we can tap this little button right here, and this is going to set up a new area to clean that we can move around our home. And this is kind of hard to do on camera, but basically you just drag the little arrows here, pick whatever spot of your home you want to clean, and then you can move it around, readjust it, resize it. And then the other thing too, for any of these cleanings that you're doing, you want to go down here to this section. So you're going to see it says mop. And what this lets you do is switch between vacuum only mode and adjust our suction power, as well as go to vacuuming and mopping and adjust our suction power, as well as adjusting our mop intervals. So what this means is how often it's going to go back and return to the base station to clean the mop heads and re-wet them. We can pick time intervals, or we can have it do a single pass and then just wrap up the whole cleaning and then clean then. I personally keep mine at like 10 minutes. I think that works pretty good. By the time you get to the 10-minute mark, that's when the mop heads are starting to lose their wetness, and then it's headed back to the base station to get replenished. Also down here to the right, we have some base station settings. So this is going to tell you what the base station settings are for your current cleaning, as well as some shortcuts for your main settings that we're going to cover here in just a little bit. But just know you have a shortcut to get to these settings quickly right down here in the bottom right. Also, before we get into the settings here, I also want to point out we have this little map icon here. So if you tap into this, this allows you to customize your map, set up no-go zones. We can set up no-go zones in each one of our main zones here. We can also edit each zone with the preferred cleaning methods for each zone. So if you want to vacuum in one room, vacuum and mop in the next, vacuum only in the next, set up the schedule, that's all done right here as well. And then we have cleaning orders. So if you're cleaning more than one zone, you can tap into here. And then what that lets you do is just pick the order in which you want the zones to be cleaned. So you know it's going to start here, go here, and then if it's done, it's going to go back to the base station. Then once we're back on the main map screen, we have a settings cogwheel up here to the top right. And once we go in here, we have a lot of different stuff like operation records. We can adjust our schedule. We have map management. And here we have some like nice quality of life features. We can turn on do not disturb mode so it's quiet at night. None of the audible alerts will be on, and this will keep the suction power down and load. And then for continue cleaning, what this means is if the battery gets exhausted while you're cleaning, it's going to go back to the base station, recharge, and then it'll resume where it picked up. Smart sensor cleaning is when you get close to the base station. This will trigger a cleaning of the base station unit to help keep the unit fresh and ready for action. I personally keep this off because it's pretty sensitive. If you get close to it, it's going to kick on quite a bit. And then we have base station settings, which is kind of like that icon we took a look at. But this is how you adjust those settings system-wide. So once we go into here, you can see we have several settings for the base station and mop in general, like the mop washing interval, whether we want to use hot water or lukewarm water for the mop head cleaning. We can pick the drying time interval. We can also adjust the auto dust collection. There's an energy saver mode and regular mode. So you have a lot of nice quality of life features here for fine tuning your M3 as well as the base station. We can adjust the device volume. We also have carpet cleaning settings if we want to avoid carpets while we're mopping, or if we want the mop head to lift up 9 millimeters and try to go over them. So you have your choice on how you want to do your cleaning, as well as firmware upgrades, find your robot, and all that good stuff here that you would expect. But the main option here that I like, or the main two really, is a smart voice assistant. And again, you can use that AI assistant to get a list of all the voice commands. That AI assistant is super awesome. And what this allows you to do is you can move this little icon around to wherever you want, and then you can just tap this button and the M3 will go out to it and clean that general area, and then it'll go back to the base station. And what's cool too is it has technology on board to dictate how much suction power it should have and how long it should mop for, given on how much of a mess you have in that area. So it's going to automatically make up its mind and do the full cleaning, then head back for you. All in all, I'd say the Lefant application is pretty well fleshed out. I'm personally experienced with Roborox. So I have a Roborock S5 Max, and I feel like the functionality in here is easily on par with that, if not a little bit better, since this one is an all-in-one unit and my old Roborock is not. So all in all, I'm pretty impressed with the application. All right, there we have it, the M3 fully autonomous robot vacuum from Lefant. Thank you, Lefant, for sending this out in exchange for my review. What an amazing piece of tech for the price. If you have any questions or comments about the M3, please drop them down in the comments section below. I really do appreciate your time. And as always, thanks for watching.